Alright, hello there and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we're checking out another paid mod. This is Lost Light by Caracol 5. This is a 700 credit paid mod that adds 6 POIs to the game. So I did do a live review of this on the stream, and I will I suppose for full clarity, that's probably the word. I do think that the locations are all very, very cool, very well done. I just think the pricing is a little bit too expensive in my opinion. But yeah, so let's jump into it and we'll show off the stuff. Yeah. All right, so we're in game now, and you can go to the settings, and there is like an option where you can basically set the POIs to rare or stat or common. I put them to common just for the purposes of trying to find them. So something to specify. So the one location, it actually says it there, the Spacefarer's Tomb will only spawn on planets with weak, very weak, or non-existent magnetosphere, and it requires a key card. The key card can be found in other locations. So yeah, let's go. We'll go and check it out. Let me drop my usual stuff, and then we'll go look for it. So I will say, obviously I've already checked out these already, so like I already know what I'm gonna say, but obviously you guys aren't, so yeah. But I will say the POIs are done really, really well, like extremely well in my opinion. They're really cool, a nice mix of combat. One of the things I will say, and again, Caracol previously made a POI mod that it was kind of overpriced. And it had some cool locations, but yeah, it was very kind of, in my opinion, was very overpriced. Whereas this one, forgotten mech grave. Why is that on this planet? Interesting. Whereas like this one, he's clearly put a lot more effort into it, and they're really. We're gonna bring up the surface map. We're on Xbox, by the way, for testing. Let me look if I can find it. That's one there. Perfect. We're gonna head to that one there. But yeah, because I think obviously when it comes down to any of these sort of like paid mods and stuff, right? Like the pricing it's very much. I mean, look, everyone is like, most people are going to prefer things to be as cheap as possible, you know, even free. But obviously they're not going to make them free because they want to make some money on it. They put a lot of effort into it. But I feel like with this paid mod, when we think of like the POIs in general, right? And when I think of POIs and POI paid mods, I think of kind of the biggest, you know, the Mac Daddy of the paid mods when it comes to POIs, and that's Forgotten Frontiers 1 and 2. And like they're amazing, like 11 out of 10 mods. They're very, very cool, very well detailed, very amazing in terms of, you know, I've said how many times I said amazing. And they basically work out at, I think it's like 100 credits per one. I think it's like 500 altogether. So I feel like for Caracol to kind of put his ones, which he has 6, putting them at 700 credits, I feel like it's very. I don't think it's a good from a business point of view, because first and foremost, you got to look at what like other people are doing. You're kind of your competitors in a sense. They're not obviously competitors, but you kind of like look at it. Okay, you're like, okay, like they're kind of charging like 100 per paid mods, and like to be honest with you, like I feel like Forgotten Frontiers had we already know what we're getting with it, you know. So like I feel like. Straight off the bat, Caracol's last paid mod when it comes to POIs, I think it was like 3 POIs for, was it 500 credits, I think? Which, a little bit pricey, and the POIs are kind of quite small. So I feel like coming into it, like, you know, like round 2, like, I feel like he should have been kind of pricing it a little bit more competitively, because, yeah, people are going to be kind of weary. Now, look, at 700 credits, you know, people are gonna buy it. That's perfectly fine. Like, I personally, like, I really like what he's doing, but I do think, again, yeah, I just think that, like, from a kind of from a business point of view, I feel like you should be kind of like, I think at the very least, you should be kind of looking at what's in your niche, and you should be charging whatever kind of everyone else is, you know, at the minimum. Now, obviously, you could go the other route, or you could undersell your mods and stuff and make them a little cheaper, but like you're not gonna make many friends doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much it on price. Let me know what you guys think. I kind of like, I like the idea of like, I think with the kind of Forgotten Frontiers and stuff, I like the idea of like basically equating to like a euro or a dollar per POI. And I feel like that's a really good kind of pricing point. There we go, Argos company. Yeah. And I did now, also for clarity, when I was doing the review, Caracol jumped into the stream chat and we were chatting back and forth. And the one thing I will always give Caracol, like I am a fan of their work. Some of their stuff I wasn't a fan of, like the Ranger badges. I was kind of not a real fan of and stuff. But like, credit where credit is due. Caracol is always listening for feedback and always kind of basically, yeah, anything, there's any issues and stuff, and is always very very open about like the process and stuff. And that was kind of one of the things, like he was basically trying to like explaining that like from his point of view, he kind of like tried to like price it like kind of based on like how much effort kind of went into making it. And that's perfectly fine, you know, like that's, again, like this whole video, like anytime I do like a kind of a review of like paid mods, for the most part, I mean, it's always an opinion piece, right? And you guys can and will probably disagree with me, but I feel like the one area where like hopefully we'll be on the same page is like when it comes to the pricing, because I feel like everybody would like things to be, you know, cheaper than more expensive. I mean, there's probably some people out there that are like, nah, Crimson, every paid mod should be 20 euro. I will pay for it. Anyway, on to it. This is the first location. This is the Argos company housing. Ooh, we got some spacers. So all these locations, they have enemies that can spawn, and the enemy variety changes. I was on stream, I came here once and it was spacers. I came here a second time and it was House for Rune. Let's go. Wait, no, don't close the door. The fuck just shot me? Through a door? Yep. Ow. I will say the attention to detail with this mod is very, very good. Very good. We'll do like an overview in a minute. Kidding me? I think everyone's dead. All right, let's go back start. Okay, so obviously we come in here, and like you've got everything is kind of placed. We got some maroon heretics. One thing I noticed is these POIs tend to have a lot more cred sticks than usual, which you may like for like, you know, for making money, which is quite cool. Initially, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about that. Like that seems a bit too kind of. But then I kind of, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, like, I mean, realistically, one of the best ways to make money in the game is just boarding ships and like stealing, like killing all the crew, grabbing all their gear and selling it. So like it's nice to have other alternatives to that, you know, which is very cool. We have some guns. Now a lot of the weapons are hand placed. Or like most things are like hand placed basically, like, which is really cool. But one thing I did notice was that like some weapons, so obviously the enemies are going to be tied to either your level or they're going to be tied to the level of wherever you are. It's usually kind of a mix of both. But like some of the placed items, like for instance, like guns, they're not always going to be like high level guns. And that again, I don't know, because that's one thing I was trying to ask Karko, but I don't know if he was I don't know if he was aware, because he was kind of, people were asking him questions and stuff in the description, or in the description. But yeah, so like if you like, let's say you hand place like a weapon in like one of your POIs, like will it change? Like will the variety, like will it, like let's say if you place like a normal, like just a standard, like but then someone comes along at level 100, will it turn into like a calibrated or an advanced? You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, you can like pick up so many objects, which I really like. Very, very cool. We got like this little freezer area. Like I was saying, there is, so apparently there's going to be, apparently there is, you can find the key card to one of the other ones somewhere here. I didn't spot it the first time, but then I don't look closely at things. Well, I do, but I don't. But yeah, there's a lot, we got a lot of storage, a lot of loot. Very, very cool stuff. But I was told that they can either spawn in containers, like in the safes and stuff, or they can spawn or they can spawn like out on things. What was that? Oh, that was a door. Getting a nice little picture of that. We'll be right back. Alright, so that is the first one. So we're gonna go and jump and check. Oh, I didn't actually check upstairs. Let me show you upstairs. Upstairs is just, yeah, more loot. Looty. There's a lot of cred sticks. Is very cool. And there is, I really like this like area here with little bunk beds. That's pretty cool. Oh, lovely. My dog is barking. Oh, not my dog, but my mother dog is barking. Alright, so we're gonna go and check out the next location, and we'll be back. We found the second location. This is called the Kekdatu fortification. So I didn't realize at the time this is a reference to, I was gonna say spaceship troopers, starship troopers. This one is really, really cool. And this was the first one I found in the I was doing the stream. This one has custom creatures, so like not custom necessarily, but like the mod author like tweaks some creatures and stuff, and these creatures will spawn at it. Oh, there's one running away. Hello, there's a. So these creatures will be your level. So I am level 100. It's like kind of like a military kind of fortification that has been bombarded with these little creatures. I say little, they're quite large. There's some big ones over there. They're very fast. Extremely fast. Ow. Oh, what difficulty am I on? Oh, my bad. I am on very easy. My bad. I was wondering why he hit me so close. Again, we got some nice placement of things. Structure. So spacers can spawn. I actually seen that happen on, because I found this location a few times on stream. So spacers will like spawn and like deploy their guys, and then there's like kind of a combat situation, which is really, really cool. Hey guys, how y'all doing, y'all? God damn, they're so fast. So they have been tweaked. They're quite tanky. Thankfully they don't do like a crazy amount of damage. If you're familiar with like, depending on what difficulty you play on like higher difficulties, creatures like aliens or xenos, they have a habit of one-hitting you in melee. Thankfully these ones do not do that, which is very nice. They still hit a little bit, but like they're not extremely. The mod author was basically experimenting with like being able to kind of modify creatures and like tweak them and stuff. So this is kind of the first attempt. So as a result, they're like very fast, and I feel like they're bigger than they're supposed to be. Oh, the boys are doing some shooty bang bang. They are fighting. Just checking some of these locations. This one's really cool. There's two of them you gotta like drop in from the roof, which I quite like. Yeah. Something happened in here. They should put it this way. I really like this one. I like the layout. It kind of reminds me, obviously it's Starship Troopers. It reminds me more of Helldivers. I've been playing a lot of Helldivers recently. Because it came on Xbox. There's a way in there? No, it's just a wall. Oh, that's just the entrance. Okay, cool. We'll check out the other side. This is the one I really like. So when I was on testing this on Xbox, I had no performance issues at all, which was very nice. This one's cool. So it's like kind of like whoever was staying in here, they were like trying to like dig themselves in. Oh, I've been joint pain. Whoops. Which I think is very, very cool. Speed of them, like they're so fast. Hello? Anybody home? Yo, why did you have to shoot me, asshole? We could have been on the same side. You think in a situation where it's giant alien creatures versus humans, the humans would stick together, but spacers are fucking morons. Let's see if I get a nice screenshot of this area. Also got like a little top area here, which is very cool. Oh, they're gonna eat something. Yep, something's getting eaten over there. Lovely. But yeah, this one I really like, and honestly, I feel like this is probably my favorite one. It just in terms of like how it's set up, it's very cool. It's a nice combat. One of the things I will say with Caracol's previous POI mods, they weren't all kind of combat, they weren't all set up for combat. Whereas like these ones are all primarily set up for combat, like, which is really nice. One second. All right, so this is the third location. This is the Pilfered Starfreight Fortress. This one very cool. It's like built into a rock. Or several rocks, I guess. And there's some shooty bang bang going on. Hello, Spacer. They seem to be having difficulties with the locals. What are we shooting at? Hello. Gotcha, don't worry. I'm professional. Come anyway. Spaces are so fucking cutthroat. Alright, so we've got this nice little kind of top area here, but the main attraction is down there in the rocks. Let's go check it out, shall we? Ya-ta-ta. Ow. Excuse me, hello? Oh. This one's very cool. I keep saying it. They're all very cool. I think my only criticism, like I was saying, and I'm beating a dead horse at this point, is I think it's a little bit too pricey. But I've kind of said that a few times, so, you know, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just enjoy the structures. Hello? Yeah. We've got a lot of... Ooh. I don't know why I picked them up, because, like... They're... Yeah, the save's gonna be deleted. And we can go this way. Oh, it's a heat leech. Dirty bastard, not on my watch. Oh. Got a little control center. And then we've got shelves, I guess. That's that's what you would call these, right? Yeah, these are shelves. A little office. Who the fuck said that? Oh, hello. Did spacers just spawn inside? What the fuck? Alright, I think I just spawned some... Oh, Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Light him up. Let Jesus sort him out, or whoever the fuck's God in this universe. Again, I think these are custom creatures, so they like move a little bit faster. They don't hit very hard. And I suppose, the one critique. Ow. Obviously, I'm very high level, so that would probably explain some of it. There was spacers, but they all died. There's some UC Marines. Oh. Hey, dickhead. There's a basement. I couldn't find the basement. Karko was trying to, like, explain to me where to go. I was, like, running around another POI for, like, a while. Like, how do I get to that location? He was like, look at the roof, you fucking idiot. He didn't say that, but he was, yeah. Yeah, there is usually something very spooky in here. A very dangerous creature. Remember how to get to it. Oh, maybe it didn't spawn. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't want to show you all of them because, like, I feel like, yeah, I mean, in the stream I did kind of go through all of them, but that took a little longer. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think these are really well done. Again, like I said, beating a bit of a dead horse here, but I just think the pricing is a little bit too pricey for my liking. But let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and catch you in the next one. Bye bye.